Hello, my name is Julie Noble, and I'm connecting with you from Dallas, Texas. Thank you for joining me as I take a few minutes to talk about a new offer that's near and dear to my heart. First Gear, a new product from NextGear Capital, was recently launched in October of 2020 in response to a need we identified for independent dealers who are new to the industry. To understand why this offer is so important to me, it's important to understand a little bit about my background. I've been a sales leader at NextGear Capital for over 10 years, managing multiple client-facing teams all across the country and working with independent dealers of all sizes and types. However, it was 29 years ago when my passion for the auto industry was born and I began my career. You see, my dad was an independent dealer. And one day he decided that I could go along with him to an auto auction so that he could purchase inventory for his lot. Little did I know that that day would be life-changing. I was hooked. From that point on, I wanted to learn everything that I could about the car industry. And shortly thereafter, I began purchasing inventory for my dad's lot as well. I grew up listening to my dad talk about the struggles of being an independent dealer. From being the little guy who felt he was often overshadowed by franchises due to having a small advertising budget, to not having enough capital to be able to grow his business. Another pain point for him was the inability to be competitive in the lanes while trying to purchase clean inventory that he desperately needed to support his customer base. I understood very early the impact at a personal level as I saw him strive to overcome these challenges and try to set himself apart from the competition. And most importantly, to support us, his family. There just weren't a lot of great partner options for independent dealers back then. And unfortunately, he also made some expensive mistakes as expert guidance wasn't readily available. Today, while dealers have no shortage of partner options, we're starting to see too many floor plan companies and banks step back, which is why NextGear Capital is stepping up. We've realized the entrepreneurial spirit it takes to open a new business and the impact the small business owner has on their communities and their families. And we want to celebrate and support you when you need it the most, which is where First Gear comes into play. First Gear is a floor plan line of credit that is designed for the new independent auto dealer that has been in business for 6 months or less. Not only does it help free up your own cash, but it affords you the freedom to make strategic business decisions that aren't limited by not having adequate working capital. From inventory acquisition to advertising and overall lot management, the financial list can sometimes seem endless. We understand that starting a new business is not only stressful, but also expensive. And there are a lot of unknowns along the way, as my own father found out. This is why a floor plan line of credit with NextGear Capital also includes important business analytics that will help you weed out inefficiencies so that you can focus on profitability and growth. It's not just money you get when you work with NextGear Capital. You also have a portfolio manager who will share industry knowledge and local trends with you so that you can stay ahead of the curve and make necessary adjustments as needed. In the midst of COVID, First Gear offers new dealers an opportunity to thrive among diversity. As your new business grows and your needs change, your line of credit will grow right alongside you and will be with you every step of the way. In less than a week, you could be ready to start purchasing inventory on your new line of credit. And whether you prefer online auctions or off-street purchases, First Gear has you covered. NextGear Capital is backed by the power of Cox Automotive, and our only business is investing in the independent auto dealer. We aren't going to stop doing that regardless of these uncertain times, and First Gear is another example of our continued commitment. It is such an honor to be in the automotive industry, helping independent dealers just like my dad. I feel so much pride knowing that I work for a company that impacts families just like my own. I appreciate you sharing a portion of your day with me, learning more about First Gear, and I wish you all good health.